Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So there is some brand new operator designer notes things by the devs. They kind of do this every mid-season just to kind of, show where the operators are standing, and they also release some changes to the operators around it. So let's go have a look at these. First off, we have the win rates for operators on attack. So win rate and presence. As you can see, Ashe is the most picked operator, then it's Zofia, then it's Ace, and then you've got the win rate, which is like up the way, presence along the way. So the most winning operator on attack right now is currently Blackbeard. Second to that is Ace. Ayana seems to be quite high up there, and so does Dokkaebi. Like I said, Ashe is most picked, almost at 80% of games have Ashe in it. And then Zofia is close at 70%. They've not got the highest win rates, but Ace is starting to look like a very strong operator. They're probably going to nerf him. I think his win rate is coming purely because the AK is just such a great weapon. Blackbeard, obviously, because he's got that shield, and we all know how the shield works and stuff like that. Very surprised that Iana has a very high win rate. Then again, she is played in only 10% of matches, but that's still more than Bucks played in, so very surprising that Ayana's there. Blitz has fallen off completely. Blitz is a terrible operator. We all are aware of that. You got Zero, who's a relatively new operator, so it's kind of sad to see him down there, but everyone seems to kind of be falling down here, and you've got the more meta operators all the way up here, especially Ashe, Zofia, and Ace. Thatcher's still high in play even after they changed how his gadget works and stuff like that. Jackal, Hibana and all that. Hibana got recent changes. Nomad is very useful. So all these operators, I'm personally playing all these operators a lot as well. Especially this front end are really having a massive effect this season. Now moving on to defense, as you can see, Jaeger is off the charts once again, as he always is. They tried to, fix this by introducing Wamai. They tried to fix this by changing his ADSs, nerfing his weapon, making him a 2-speed. Jaeger is still sitting at the highest in the game for pick rate, and it'll never change. I think he's in a fine position balancing wise. I think he's got an alright weapon, I think he's an alright speed, I think his gadget's in an alright position as well. I really hope they don't touch Jaeger. I think they really just have to accept the fact that Jaeger is going to be played. That's how the game works, that's how strong his gadget is. The only way people will stop playing Jaeger is if he'll destroy nothing. He'll always have a high pick rate. Even if he can destroy one projectile, he'll even have a high pick rate. So, this is just proof that Jaeger is a necessity in this game. Melusi, very high pick rate. Second most highest pick defender. She has not as high as a win rate, and I'm very surprised with this. Caviera has the highest win rate in PC Platinum and above. So I'm actually currently in PC Plat 3, Plat 2 area. So, people in my ranking are winning the most with Cav. Granted, she is very rarely picked, so the pool for that is quite low compared to Jaeger, because obviously he's played the most. So, people may win more with Jaeger than they do with Cav, but on average, for the few people that play Cav, they're winning more than all the people who play Jaeger, if that makes sense. But I can't really see them nerfing her or anything. That won't be used in anything. Melusi, I actually think there is changes coming to Melusi as we read on. Like I said, Jaeger's very high. I hope they don't touch Jaeger. Maybe some room for change with Valkyrie, Lesion. Can't see any change coming to Bandit or Smoke. Maybe Valkyrie changes are going to come. Maybe Lesion changes are going to come. Not 100% sure, but I don't know. I can see it happening. Also, before we move on, Tachanka. Tachanka just had his rework. Still very low picked, still very low. His win delta is not bad. It's actually near as damn perfect. Vigil seems to have a perfect win delta. Aruni, our most brand new defender, has a perfect, near enough perfect win delta. Perfect. She's on 0%, so she wins 50% and loses 50%. She's actually perfect for win delta, and she's above average picked. But Tachanka is looking close to the win delta, but no one's picking him. Okay, we're going to look at ban rates for attack. Thatcher, even after his changes, is still the highest at 70%. Blackbeard becoming even as more problematic as he always has been at 50% ban rate. Then it's Jackal, Montang, Ace, Maverick, Nomad, Hibana, Ashe, and Capitao. And now something very surprising, you usually see no ban come up in these spits, but not anymore. It seems like people are saying, why waste a no ban? Why don't we not just ban Hibana? Why don't we just ban Ashe or Capitao? But Thatcher, I'm not surprised at all. Blackbeard, not surprised at all. Jackal, not surprised at all. Montang, I thought would be more than 70%. Ace, Maverick, I'm not surprised that any of these operators are this banned, and I can't honestly see them changing anyone but Blackbeard. I think we're overdue for changes to Blackbeard. Mira, even higher ban rate than Thatcher. Highest ban rate in the game still, over 70%. Then it's Melusi, like we just seen as well. Melusi is very high up on this graph as well, so she's getting banned a lot, winning a lot, played a lot, and stuff like that. Then you got Valkyrie, Clash, Echo, and Cade. I'm very surprised that Cade is all the way at 12%. I see him get banned all the time. We ban him all the time and everything like that. So I expect him to be on this graph, but I'm surprised he's that low. And something to kind of look at is Jaeger has actually got a 1% ban rate, and Ashe has got a 1% ban rate. And as we can see from up here, they're the most played attackers and defenders. So are people targeting banning them? Or, it's quite interesting to see. I know it's only 1%, but there's all these other operators that they're still over when it comes to ban rates. But, changes to these operators. Valkyrie, she's got high win rate, high pick rate, and now she's getting banned as well. Same with Mira. Potentially, I have a feeling, and don't quote me on this, I have a feeling they're going to remove one of Mira's mirrors. I think they'll only give her one at some point. I'm not certain on this is just me guessing, but I have a feeling that's going to happen. Okay, so we have some new operator balancing. For Ashe, they've reduced breaching round explosive damage range to 2 meters from 3.5. That's just quite good, honestly. I quite like that. It's just so you don't take his damage. You can stand close to it and take less damage. I'm fine with that. I still think she's perfect with 3 that she has right now. I like her a lot more than she used to. I think she's in a more perfect position. And you can see the whole thing is to kind of stop her from, taking out gadgets by breaching the floor and roof beside them. We have some changes to Buck. Sadly, no, they have not added his grenades back, but they have increased the shotgun's total ammo to 31 plus 1 from 26. So they're just making the shotgun bigger. They're also trying to make him more versatile. Honestly, he was fine before. He was perfect before they took the nades from him, and then it seems like they're trying to damage control that. Just give him the nades back. It's like you had it perfect. You made the issue, and now you're trying to fix that issue by making another solution. Just give him his nades back. They gave him the hard breach gadget instead of Claymore, which is actually very good. So now he can soft breach and hard breach, which is actually pretty cool. Further differentiating, God, I struggle to say that, Buck from Sledge and highlighting his unique strategies as a master of destruction. We are increasing the detail of a hard breach, right? But they say this like he wasn't differentiated by Sledge before. He was, though. Sledge could destroy castle barricades. Buck couldn't. Sledge couldn't destroy the roof above him. Buck could. They were different before. I don't know why they have this thing that they thought that Buck and Sledge were the exact same operator, so they had to, keep distancing them apart. But they weren't. They had their own niches. Ask any good player. They knew that Buck and Sledge were completely different operators. They had similar roles. They could both soft breach, but they had a lot of difference between them. I don't know. Someone at Ubisoft's balancing team really must have thought that they were the exact same operator at one point. But, I guess we'll have to roll with the punches they do with Buck. But, yeah, they're obviously changing this stuff. Echo, reduce yokai drone jump cooldown to 2 seconds from 3 seconds. Okay. Reduce animation time when yokai fails to stick to the ceiling to 0.5 seconds from 2 seconds. I quite like that. Reduce sonic burst cooldown to 16 seconds from 20 seconds. So they're buffing Echo pretty considerably. I guess I don't really see Echo played a lot anymore. I don't play Echo. But I guess now this is very cool what we're seeing with Ella. Removed resistant to concussion effects. Removed the extra mine whilst down but not out. They have removed, if I'm reading this correctly, they have removed her passive ability for when you're injured, you can detonate a Gersmont mine. So, very cool. I'm glad they're doing that. With this patch, we intend to remove some of the hidden mechanics that are not explicitly explained and are based on characters' lore rather than their balance. During the Tachanka test on the test server, the community was very vocal about these kind of mechanics. They're talking about Withstand. The work we did removing these exceptions on Echoes last year, vulnerability to Dokubi's logic bomb and hacking, allowing IQ to detect his cell phone while the scanner, was mentioned as a step in the positive direction. We have decided to approach Ella in a similar manner, removing her concussion resistance and extra mine. We do not believe that changes will affect her current viability and presence. So they're making her less resistant to concussions because she currently is more resistant to that. And they are removing her extra mine when she is down but not out. Okay, so moving on, we have some changes to Kali as well. So the CS RX 300 base damage has now been set to 122. So that is Kali's sniper, and they've basically made it so that like as long as you shoot them, they'll die. I'm pretty sure that's what you're trying to do. Because sometimes when you shoot Kali, when you shoot someone with Kali sniper, like they actually sometimes don't die. So I think that's what they're doing. So it says that they are looking at the balance in Matrix. Kali's low presence is due to the part that a weapon is considered unperforming. We've noticed that the one-shot down but not out mechanic has been mentioned several times in balancing surveys as a frustration for players. We understand the exception to this rule, headshot limb hit. The target is extremely far away, can cause confusion. With this in mind, we'll remove the rule and turn a sniper into a normal weapon, increasing its base damage in the process. This means that damage will function the same as any other weapon against the armor and health of the target. Good news for Rook, as his armor is now useful against her. One body shot will kill a 3-speed operator, one body shot will down a 2-speed operator, and one body shot will damage a 1-speed operator. So I don't really understand what it was before, but they've changed the way that works. It is worth noting that we will keep on the exceptions noted above. The damage to limbs, as we do not want to reward inaccurate shots now that base damage is higher. We feel it fits with the logic of the weapon and is unlikely to generate the same confusion. So I guess if this made it that it's just more reliable, I guess, as a weapon. I don't know. I still can't see people playing Kali. No, I've not read this. Lesion, they're removing the 1.5 times scope from the T5. As a Lesion main, I did not know this was coming, and this is very sad. Looking at his place on the balance in Matrix, Lesion brings a lot to the team, making him one of the top roamers. Roamers? Lesion is not a roamer. From a primary gadget that offers strong map control by slowing attackers and providing intel to an effective weapon, he has a great deal of utility without factoring in his scope. Since it was already the case before giving him the 1.5 times scope, we have decided to remove the scope from his kit. Reducing his killing potential slightly, we want to make space for other operators to find their footing on the roamer role. Once again, Lesion isn't a roamer, but okay, we'll go with that. And yeah, I guess it's fair enough. He didn't have it in the first place. I don't know why they really added it. Lion, they gave him the Claymore instead of Heartbeat Charge. That's honestly a nerf. Trading part of his gadget loadout with Buck. Lion is now the proud owner of a Claymore. Given his role as a roamer focused on control, this shift better fits with his playstyle. I mean, yeah, I can see how that works, but Lion also doesn't really push alone. You're usually going inside him with him, but I guess it's good that he can Claymore off himself. I still think Hard Breach was better for him. But anyway, Melusi, they've removed the angled grip from the MP5. This is a massive nerf as well. Melusi can then have a high presence in match based on the Matrix, They've removed the angled grip to try and see the reduction in that. The weapon isn't the issue, the gadget is. I still don't know how they haven't realised that the gadget's the issue, but they've removed the angled grip from the MP5. Her gadget's still overpowered. She still has too many of them, but, you know, change the loadout, I guess. They removed the 1.5 times scope from Mira's Vector. Once again, they're trying to do that to nerf Mira, but then again, the issue with Mira isn't the weapon, it's the gadget. This won't change anything. Mira will still be banned a lot, she'll still be played a lot, she'll still have the same effect on games. Same with Melusi, same with Lesion. These aren't the issues with the operators. Maybe Lesion, the issue kind of was the 1.5 times scope, but with Melusi and Mira, that wasn't the issue. Here we go. Removed resistance to concussion effects. Removed withstand from Zofia. Reduced impact grenade explosive damages. Main thing to take from that is that they have removed withstand from Zofia. Yeah, I'm not surprised that they've done it. They've removed the passive, and they've changed how the explosive work. It's more like Ashe now as well. You take less explosive damage, like the distance is shorter, and she's also less resistant to concussions now. Yeah, similar to Ella, they have removed the withstand effect. Looking at this, ballistic shields removed, set to 0 the camera penalization during the guard break animation. I'm not sure what that is. I assume they're just making melee, or when you get your shield punched, like easier and more consistent. We have introduced this, initially viewed as a quick rotation. I'm generally not sure what this is. I'll have to go in and test what that is. Heartbeat charges, they've reduced the deployment time to 2 seconds, and they reduced activation to 5 seconds. So this is the second heartbeat thing, which is going to heartbeat charge, which is going to be more faster to deploy now. Recoil, they've improved the recoil for the ARX, C8, M1014, and TCSG. Oh, TCSG, change console. So, is this only for console, or is this in general? Because I wouldn't mind a better TCSG recoil on PC either. World balancing, pre-reinforced hatches, full names. Whoa, what's going on here? Full experimentation. I can't speak. On the test server, we had a decision to set aside the idea. Oh, they set aside it. I thought they were going to add it. Sadly, God, I thought they were going to add it. Many maps, it seems like it's way too hard. Refactoring it made operators like Habana a mandatory pick. Yeah, it was a terrible idea. I'm so glad that they didn't do that. Yeah, that's it over. I'll leave this linked so you can read the whole thing yourself. As always, massive shout out to my members: Joshua Gentry, Aman Desai, Conor SMITH, RSA.Biggie, Reaper, PogChamp, Brian the Owl, Dennis Cool, Alonso Martinez, and Xalator Gaming. Thank you so much for watching, have a great day everyone, and stay safe.